Okay, welcome to another episode from Author Appleton. I'm going to discuss how to avoid publishing scams. And this came up because recently I encountered another one. Every now and then I'll get either an email or a phone call that leads into this. So if you have a personal cell phone, you have probably dealt with your share of telemarketers and scammers. But as a writer engaging on the web, you will become potential prey to a unique type of predator, the publishing services scam artist. Even my kids say scammers are bad.
Spam or no dirt. Spam or no dirt.
I don't know where these people or companies obtain our private cell phone numbers, yet somehow they do. Over the past month, I have fielded half a dozen calls from a number in California. A lot of them will not leave a message, but the more clever ones leave a friendly and enticing invitation. The last one that I received started off something like this. Hi, my name is Farquay from Reader's Magnet. I am calling in reference to your book, The Phantom's Blade. Our review department has highlighted your book for its imaginative and fascinating story, and I'd very much like to discuss it with you. Please call me back at ... I'm available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. I'm very much looking forward to speaking to you. Sounds pretty legit, right? For many years now, I've watched aspiring writers get their hopes and their dreams dashed because they succumb to the shortcut instead of following the path of sweat, as I put it. In the book publishing industry, we call such services vanity presses. They promise that in exchange for a certain sum of money, they will put your book on Amazon, publish it on Kindle, and market it to hundreds of thousands of readers around the world. But the problem, they don't have your best interest at heart, and they certainly don't care about the book that you wrote. They are out to make a quick buck, and it's at your expense. They utilize already free services to scam you out of your hard-earned money. Book publishing can be an expensive proposition for the publishing company, so any legitimate publisher looks at a writer's work as a financial investment that could potentially lose them money. And profitability is key. For that reason, they're very selective in which books they publish. The process to get them to place their investment in you can last for a couple of years or more. Then, when they finally publish the book, you have to help sell it, and they have to help you sell it. Otherwise, their money goes out the window. Publishing service companies don't care about the risk for the simple fact that they are making their money off of you, the author. They're not taking any risk. Imagine for a moment that you own a publishing service company. If you charge $500 to 100 writers to publish their books on Amazon, formatting them with freeware programs, you've met your legal obligations to them, and you made $50,000 for your time. It's a phenomenal amount of money. At this point, it doesn't matter to you if those authors' books sell or bomb. Your venture was a success. It sounds crazy, but it happens every day. I've run into so many writers who struggle with this. When I called back the Reader's Magnet, it quickly became apparent that they had not researched my content. The gentleman on the phone made assumptions that The Phantom's Blade was my first published novel, then corrected himself as he looked at Amazon's website. Yes, he actually live time figured out my content from the website, from Amazon's website. Sir, oh yes. He was most polite because he didn't want to scare me off. Oh yes, I see that your third book, well, actually he had made another mistake because I have 7 books. So we moved past that. I asked him, are you guys a marketing company, a publishing service company, or a magazine? He mumbled something about my sales rank for a title, then tried to divert me with, yes, I see that this book is not yet in Kindle. That is something we can do for you. I laughed at that offer. After all, publishing to the Kindle store is absolutely free. There is no fee. Then I reintroduced the question to him, and he finally admitted that they were a publishing service company. Not long afterward, he became flustered when he found out that my first titles were traditionally published. Why? At this point, I think he was starting to realize that his scam was falling apart because I had the information to see through what he was trying to offer, and there was no benefit to me. He was reaching a dead end, and he could sense it. He said to me, "Sir, I see that the Phantom's Blade is not available on Kindle." So I told him all of my books are on Kindle. He said, "Sir, I'm on Amazon.com and it's only showing paperback." At this point, I could not help myself. "Are you arguing with me that my book isn't on Kindle?" I was pretty incredulous at this point. "I am also looking at Amazon and it shows the paperback, Kindle Unlimited, and Kindle." And he cut me off and he said, "Okay, sir, have a good day." His sales pitch was over. But my point in sharing this with you is to point you away from the vanity presses and the other scams that will come your way if you pursue writing, especially if you're pursuing it as a career. There are more clever scams out there. Instead of falling for a shortcut offer, put in the blood, the sweat, and the tears, and hundreds of pages of edits into your manuscript. This work is your baby. Don't give it away. And don't think that you can just do it quickly and still have the same quality as if you took the time with it. You remember in Ephesians, we're instructed to put on the whole armor of God. Well, think the same way about your writing and your publishing journey. Arm yourself with knowledge, humility, and perseverance, and protect yourself with patience. If you do these things, the mistakes you make will not break your writing career. So my question to you is, which publishing scams have you come across or even heard of from people you know? I know some people who have lost some money to some vanity presses, and it's a hard thing for them to recover from. You have a financial investment that is tied up in that. Some that have even lost their publishing rights, depending on what they signed in the documents. That used to be more common than it is now, that element of it. Now, more and more of the scammers are just taking money and then just going on their way. Again, the question is, which publishing scams have you come across? Let me know in the comments.